Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm here in Huntley Meadows Park in McLean, Virginia. This is, I shot this park a couple of times before, but never from this end. I've hiked this end, but not shot from this end. And I'm here for full foliage, unlike wildlife, which is the other thing I usually come to this park for. There's not much wildlife around now, I don't think, but colors are full, at least as full as they get. The light is very harsh, so that's going to make foliage shooting a challenge, but I have a couple of ideas that I might employ to handle that. So let's move on and see what we get. So one thing about shooting woodland in sunshine is that you have to take advantage of two things. One is backlighting, and the other is shadow. Here I have a scenario where I think I'm going to use backlighting to my advantage. I have this wonderful red foliage here, and if I pose my camera right about here with maybe my macro lens on, I think I'm going to be able to get a decent first image. You know, well, we'll see. Let's set it up and get it going. All right, I've got a very straightforward shot here. Focus at about 38 millimeters on my 24-105 lens. I'm the f1.7.1, 1/25th of a second, ISO 100. Let me just make sure I have my 2-second timer set. I do. Okay. Actually, I gotta wait now for the breeze to settle down. So this 1/25th of a second is a little on the slow side. I think this is gonna be good. And if it is any good, here's the shot. This tree is magnificent. The trick is going to be getting any foliage around it because, as you can see, there's really not much behind it. So I'm going to have to focus on the branches, the trunks, and other periphery. But I think I can make something out of this. So let's set up and see what we get. My first shot is focusing on this knot that's right here and the patterns that are around it. You got some mold or algae or moss or something over here, and you got reddish wood over here and brownish wood over here. Interesting patterns all around here. So I'm going to take a few shots of this branch going up along its length, and whatever works, you're going to see right here. I've got my polarizer on. Let me just turn it around and see if it makes any difference. Actually, it does make some. And I'm also going to have to focus stack this because even at f11, that's not going to capture this whole thing in focus. So I'm going to focus stack it, and the result's going to come up right now. Here's a little bit of cheat code. I'm going to use kind of a longish exposure and intentional camera movement to take an image of what could be a kind of a boring image of these tree trunks and turn them into something a little different. So what I'm going to do is set the 2-second timer, and then as the shutter goes off, I'm going to slightly jerk the camera and see what kind of interesting patterns I can get. And my settings are 1/4 of a second, f11, ISO 100. Here goes my first shot. And it didn't move that much, so I'm going to have to try it again. Okay, that's a bit better. I'm going to put up a few of these going all around this tree and see what we get. So I've stopped along the path to focus on this gathering of beech leaves. I think this is beech leaves. It's beautiful patterns here, crisscrossing. And I focus on this leaf that's right here. And I think it's going to make a nice composition, nice kind of abstract. I'm going to take this shot right here. I've turned the polarizer around. Doesn't really seem to make much difference. I've got 1/20th of a second, f8 at ISO 500, and 500 is because the wind is kind of moving the leaves around a bit. So I want to make sure I get as fast as shutter speed as possible, and to do that, I need to increase my ISO. So here's the shot, and actually the wind didn't blow at all. So I might try to lower the ISO to 200, drop my shutter speed to 1/8 of a second, take the same shot again. And I think I'm going to like this shot. Here it is. Yeah, it looks like definitely that shooting in the shade is going to be the ticket on this bluebird sunny day. Hopefully, I'll have a couple of more chances to get a couple of shots in before I wrap it up. There's a tremendous number of crows calling to my left, which tells me there's probably a raptor over there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to where it is, and since I didn't bring my birding lens, I probably wouldn't be able to shoot it anyway, but it is interesting. It's always good to learn about nature, bird behavior, but sometimes you can tell when something's around even when you can't see it. So it turns out all those crows were just gathered to feed on a mud flat over to my right. Nothing to shoot over there, so I'm heading back up the trail. I'm going to try and see if I can maybe find some leaves or some of the detail shots to shoot before heading back to the car. I mean, it's a bright bluebird day, and unfortunately, since it has a rain over here in about a month at least, the foliage is not as bright as I would have hoped. So detail shots is what's going to be, and hopefully I can get at least one decent one before I leave. I've come upon a part of the trail that I think is going to lend me my best chance at a wide shot, and it's kind of not exactly a wide shot, it's just a shot of the clearing here. I've got my camera, as you can see, mounted very high to focus over the grass. And as you can see, I've got these two white birch trees, I think they are, with this red tree in the middle. And that's basically my composition. It's not much of a shot, but it's something. So my settings are F8, 1/60 of a second, ISO 100. Here's the shot. I'm going to take it right now. And I'll see what I can do with it in post. If I had more going on in the sky, I think it would be a better shot, but it is what it is. This is probably going to be my last shot of the day. I'll see if I can come up with something else before I go. But in the meantime, here it is. So I think I found a better shot from the same location, but I swapped lenses. I've changed from a 24 to 105 to my 100 to 400, and here I'm focusing basically just on this one tree here and the red tree behind it. Now they're in different focal lengths, so I'm going to have to focus stack this shot just as I actually focus stacked the other one, which I didn't mention. So let me put this back into photo mode and focus first on the white tree. My settings are the same, 1/60th of a second, ISO 100, f8. Oops. So here's the shot. And now I'm focusing on the back one. And I've cropped the sky out. I've got it preset to a 16:9 crop in the camera. I'll probably stick with the same ratio. So anyway, here's the shot. Hopefully it works out. Okay, I'm wrapping the video here. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, and I hope you've stayed till the end. If so, if you want to see more of this content, please give me a subscription if you're not already subscribed. And the notification bell is right down here, so next time I upload, you'll see it right away. And also, if you're interested in buying any gear, I have affiliate links to Amazon.com, which if you use one of the links and buy me or make any kind of a qualifying purchase, whether it's gear or something else, I get a small commission, costs you nothing extra, and it helps the channel grow. So thanks again, and I'll see you real soon. Bye now.